actually take down Valkyrie after that. But that's it. Looks like Paul's gonna come in. He's gonna do his best to stall out. The rest of Annandale's trying their best to come back in. The Lucio on point two, but
the EMP's already
gets the EMP, and he goes down. Oh my god!
Tsunami back on, trying to get the lamp back in as quickly as possible. Kudo Alex as well, already getting picked up on Tracer, and that's it. Your Erie Isles are your Season 3 PC Division 2 champions. Hey everyone, it's Tenrek with another championship interview. Tonight I have with me the captain of the winning team for PC D2 Overwatch, the Erie Isles. It's Emu. Great to have you, man.
Hey, what's going on? Thank you for having me.
Of course, man, of course. First of all, congratulations to you and the rest of the Erie Isles on, I mean, at the very least, a well-fought playoff match. I mean, how do you feel?
I feel great, you know, like the energy that was in the Discord call and like everything. It was just, I had a lot of fun. Like first, it was just so much fun to be able to have this opportunity to do it and come out here and show D2 skills and what we've been practicing. So it was a lot of fun.
I'm sure, really yeah. I'm sure, I mean, yeah, the Erie family, I've heard, runs very deep. And so I'm certain that everyone was super ecstatic when the win came out. Now, I want to talk about your road to the playoffs a little bit. I mean, the Erie Isles were, to put it bluntly, a powerhouse of a team during the entire season. I mean, you guys only had one loss to the Allentown Liberty, and then, you know, you turned it around, and then you absolutely blasted through the playoffs, semis, and finals. I mean, what really tipped the scales?
I mean, I don't know. I think just something after that map, like, first, I think it was our first game. It was like a breeze. It was like 3-0 or something like that. We get to Allentown and we're like starting to lose. It was like on Volskaya, we just almost wiped them. It was like so close to the end. Everybody was going crazy, and then we lost, and then we lost again, and then we lost the game, and then we were just kind of like crushed, and then something like clicked in our brain. We were like, all right, we need to get this together. We're not going to drop a map. We're going to have this happen. So we just kind of put that in our brains, and we brought it into semis when we faced them, and we were like, you know, let's show them that we can beat them this time. And it was also a game for Nizzy as well. Like one of our team players, Nizzy, who was on that team, came over here, and we were like, you know, we have to win it for him. So he played in it, and you know, rest is history. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes you gotta get taken down that hard in order to absolutely go on a tear like the one that you guys did. Yeah, and a tear it truly was. Now talk to me a little bit more about other than Nizzy, of course, you know, the rest of your team, the roster, how it developed, how it came to be, how you guys got the chemistry that carried you to the finals.
Mm-hmm. So starting back, we were kind of low on people, and then I think it was the Reddit post that the tech league brought in, and it just absolutely exploded. And we like looked on Discord, and I was like, oh my god, we have so many people. It's like, what are we gonna do? So we got all these people together, and it just, something like just happened, and it was just like kind of like a family, like becoming D2 captain and trying to bring everybody together. It was just something special, like having all those people put in the time and put in the effort to really try and make us who we are. It really does like show in our games, and then in our comms, and like in just like talking to each other in general, how close we are. Like we practiced, I think we had like a really specific schedule that we had going on, because everybody was just like, all right, everybody's dialed in. We're all ready for this. So, you know, it's just, I don't really know. I can't really put it into words, like how proud I am to like have them as my like backup people and to support us in game. It just, I don't know. It really, and we have a lot of talent on that team as well. Like a lot of talent, like especially on the D2. Like I was talking to them, I was like, you know, we should enter in the there's like a experimental tournament for Overwatch going on. It's like $20,000. So I was like, maybe we should like sign up and go do this. I wonder how far we'd make it. So I don't know. It's just, I think it's just the friendship that we have. It's just like really close and like joking around with people. It's just something that I really can't put into words. But I mean, I just every time that I get in a full scrim with them, I just can't help but like start smiling, you know, because they're all just so nice and they're all just so fun to play with. And I think that's really what tipped the scales for us, is making it also fun, but also a competitive environment, you know, because like I joined the league to have fun with it and really try and just make friends and go on. And then it started to get like, oh my God, like we're pretty good here. Like we can seriously do something. So then it just one thing led to another and end up a champion. So it feels pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who entered the esport company thanks to that Reddit post that blew up, it's really cool to talk to someone who's been on the other side of that and been able to watch all these people enter their comfort zone so effortlessly. And I'm sure that you were definitely a linchpin, a catalyst in making sure that family really came together. But let's talk about that playoff match, that finals game. You guys went in against a stacked Aviators team. I mean, as a whole, what were you guys expecting going into that match?
You know, I hate to admit it, but those 2 weeks, we didn't practice a single time together. We didn't at all. And looking back, I was kind of like, because I think we were just like so, like, we're going to win. Because I was talking to them, I was like, you know, I was watching some film of them, like their past games, and I was like, they're pretty good. Like, we might have a game on our hands here. And I was like trying to show film, but at the same time, I couldn't really find like the replay codes to do it. So I was like going to show them in a first play, and then we just ended up not doing it. So we didn't even practice one time. And when we were playing the game, the first two maps were like, we were like, okay, this is probably just going to be a 4-0, you know, like,
yeah,
just another game. And then it comes to 2-2, and I'm like, all right, this is not going to fly. I remember one of my players, Scruds, my boy, he was getting so tilted by NFG. And NFG and their whole roster is just, they're so, like, good. Like, they're really good. Like, we were playing and we were like, I mean, we're going to have to whip out the Sombra to counter this, because I don't see what else is going to happen. Like, it was just, they were just really good, and I don't think we were really expecting that. So, you know, rest is history. I'm glad that we pulled out the win and brought it home for Erie, especially since, sadly, our D1 team got smoked by Yetis, and I think our D2 team was pretty good, but man, the Yetis are just an absolute machine. They're so good, but yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But no, I mean, you just cleared like all three of my questions. I was gonna ask you about like what made it so like the Annandale Aviators just came back and got like a 3-2 jump on you guys, but you completely covered that for me.
Yeah.
But I want to go back. And I want to talk about Route 66.
Okay.
I mean, that second push to get you to 5.
Yeah.
Can you tell me? I don't even care about the strategies. I don't care about Oofme's stall. I don't care about Emu switch to Winston. I don't care about any of that. Tell me how the comms were on that payload. Tell me, like, how loud was it? What was happening?
I got him again. He's dead again. Doom, Discord hacked. Free than a sample at Costco. Kill him. Let's go. Don't leave the point. We're going. Alright, do not leave point. I'm on point.
I think that's when I play the game, I'm pretty vocal, and I can't be as vocal because it's it's at night, and I don't like want to wake people up, but man, it was just crazy. It was just like unbelievably, like there was like so much stuff going. Like it was cluttered, but it was also like everybody knew it was going on, but everybody was like, it was just like, wow. I remember Lego switching to ball, getting on point, Oofme stalling, and then we get in and we're like, we just cleared the point. And it's like we're pushing it. And I remember I dove on top like top right on like the little wooden bridge panel, and I was like pushing him back, and I get primal. I'm like, all right, we're gonna go all 6 here. We cap the point, push through. I believe I get caught out by McCree as I'm trying to pop my primal, and I was just like,
yeah.
Oh,
you were at 99. Yeah, you were at 99 on your primal at the gate, and then that grab came out, and then NFG like slammed 3 of you guys. But look, a push is a push is a push, and on that like 4 minutes of OT, that was nothing but action. It was a complete joy to watch, and I'm sure it was a joy to play.
It was. I think probably the turning point, I would say, is when we started to really gain our ground. It was like, all right, we're doing this. Because I remember, I think it was like a complete dogfight. Excuse me, that entire map until we got that there, until it was like our time. We had a minute to push, and we just moved it, and it was just like, all right, this is the time. We're doing this. And then another, like when we were holding them back when we had 5 and they had 3, and I remember like just winning the fight, and we were like, all right, this is it, we got this. And then I remember I like shattered 2 of them, and then I think it was actually 3, and I tried to go for the Zarya, and I really wanted it so bad, but my team was like, don't do it, and I was like, you're right, the championship's on the line. So, but yeah, it was a lot. It really put me under some pressure, I feel, and everybody else under pressure to really try and perform and really to shut down NFG. I remember we ran a whole thing about shutting down NFG. We were like,
as you should.
He is such a phenomenal Doomfist. I was like, coming into this, I was like, all right, he's gonna play Doomfist. We just run McCree. It's game over. And then like every single fight, he would like lose the 1v1 to Doom, and I was like, oh, this can't be good. So we pull up the Sombra and we like set her on like Big Earl's, which is like the gas station, and we put like some bait up there. I think it was Nizzy, because he would always dive on Nizzy, and it would be like Sombra was always there as soon and come on Cloak and just hack him, and then be just game over from there. So
yeah, I mean, you guys definitely made it methodical, and that was clear on Oasis, where you guys 2-0'd Annandale and got that championship. Definitely, like, by far my favorite match to watch or cast like ever. In Overwatch history. It was an absolute joy. But beyond all that, beyond the wins, beyond the expansion, beyond the championship, beyond whatever Erie is about, what makes you want to be a better team captain?
You know, that's a good question. I've been thinking about that, and I've been talking with the D1 captain as well, of how to really tap into players and really get to have them be the best player that they possibly can be. You know, I like to think of myself personally as a very like inclusive person. Like I try to include everyone. I think something that I should do is try and go more one-on-one with them and see how we can fix some of the mistakes that they make. I think another thing would just be speaking out more, like not necessarily calling them out, but more like informing them in game and kind of being that sort of leader as I should be as team captain. So, you know, it's a kind of a tough question to kind of figure out what I should do.
Of course. No. And, you know, regardless, it's great to see that you want to take that initiative and you really want to bring the best out of your players. That's of course what everyone wants to see. But in the meantime, what's next for the Erie Isles D2 team? You know, what's going to take you to the Season 4 championships?
You know, a lot of confidence, I should say. Some of our players have been suffering from kind of burnout. You know, I mean, obviously it's not as a stressful season, but just playing like that all the time and trying to put in all your best all the time, it kind of takes a toll. So, you know, what's next is I heard that we're doing like a draft this year from the grapevine. So, you know, I hope that we bring it together. I think some more practice before some big games would help. But, you know, it's just I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm sure a lot of teams are thinking. I don't know what we're gonna do. You know, so I don't know. I wish I could have more of an answer for you.
No worries. I mean, by all means, for now, you have the right to enjoy your #1 championship status.
Yes.
Are there any socials or places that people can reach you that you want to promote?
Not really. I mean, you can follow my Instagram. That'd be kind of cool. Other than that, nothing else, you know. So, but
Great.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, and congratulations once again. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for this interview. And thank you all for watching another championship interview. We'll see you next time.